Out here at the farm. We're out here with the hemp farm.
You know what the connect is?
Yeah.
You from Detroit too?
Yeah, I'm from Detroit too.
Indoor facility.
I got a lot of old friends from Detroit. From the old days.
Yeah.
And new time. A lot of good friends.
To make something happen, man. This is about to be something very beautiful.
At the hemp farm. This story is to be continued. Y'all gonna hear more about this place in the future.
This, so you got a 4-line bar product.
How are you?
These are THC fish products. You got the Dr. Sebi combo, sea mounts, bladder rectal burnout with CBD in it. You got holy goat weed. You got St. John's wort, magnolia bark, other different essential ingredients and things, turmeric, and different things that deal with inflammation, a little bit of everything. Right, and then so you got topicals here, roll-ons, muscle gels, aftershaves for bumps and stuff like that. And then you got some DH products starting there, which are gummies. Gummies here, you got your beverages and drinks, some more gummies. Then you got Delta 8 tinctures here. You got labor-friendly CBD here, which is, just broad spectrum, no THC, no oils. This is we haven't put CBD in that product yet, but that's a male enhancement product. And then over here, you just got some other simple edibles and full spectrum products going here. So over here, you have pet products. for dogs, cats, horses too. Pet shampoos and baby tampers. And so in here, you have a smoke room set up fashion like a dispensary would, where you get to take your pick of different strains that are available. You get to smell them and put them under the microscope and all the different things you would in the dispensary experience. You got Ready Rolls, vapes, Delta 8s, Delta 8 and 10 combos, and Delta 10s. That's the new shit. And yeah, that's how this part works. So this was a secondary idea for us. This is not something we didn't start out with this in mind. We did it after we
Afterwards.
found the property. Saw that opportunity.
Yeah.
You took it on that bucket, there's a tub back there. Yeah, I need to find out how she likes it.
That's it. This is nice.
Yeah.
The reason why we sealing to create the temperature control you need to dry a smokable hemp product the right way.
Right.
So after it's dried, you're able to bring it over here to this machine to do the debudding of the plants. So you take the stalks and feed them through here. Buds drop out the front, stalks drop out the back. That's the beginning of your post-harvest cycle where you can then ship it off for extraction or take it to another phase of production. Now this is a machine that 2 people can operate. And for the amount of outdoor grow we're gonna be doing this year, I'm gonna need 2 to 3 more of these machines with 2 people operating each one around the clock.
Yeah.
The reason why we purchased this building is for this, to be able to use it for post-harvest production. So this is where we hang dry the product at. We had this system put in to be able to mimic a tobacco style hang drying operation, put in air conditioning, foam insulated the ceiling to create the temperature control you need to dry a smokable hemp product the right way. So after it's dried, we're able to bring it over here to this machine to do the debudding of the plants. So you take the stalks and feed them through here. Buds drop out the front, the stalks drop out the back. And that's the beginning of your post-harvest cycle where you can then ship it off for extraction or take it to another phase of production. Now this is a machine that 2 people can operate. And for the amount of outdoor grow we're gonna be doing this year, I'm gonna need 2 to 3 more of these machines with 2 people operating each one round the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at this.
So yeah, you have, this is a retractable system, we can pull these wires down anytime. And open the space back up and then just reapply it when we need it again. So that brings us back out here, so this was all just mud and sludge and tires and all that. Removed all that stuff out, brought some people in, concreted it out. Yeah, we're going to merge these 2 buildings together. So in here is where I do, we do packaging of orders, which is, we just fix those 2 containers up to take over that out there, because this is gonna be done manufacturing other products. We've been doing some, like shirts and different things here, hoodies and merchandising material, but it's secondary, tertiary, post-harvest. So you bring that stripped flour down and you can put it in this machine to trim it down. Trimming it down to bring it to a finished product like this that's curing now. Just take a whiff in there. It starts to develop its scents and everything. Fix those 2 containers up to take over that out there, because this is going to be done manufacturing other products. We've been doing some like shirts and different things here, hoodies and merchandising material, but it's secondary, tertiary, post-harvest. So you bring that stripped flour down and you put it in this machine to trim it down. Trimming it down to bring it to a finished product like this that's curing now. Just take a whiff in there. It starts to develop its scents and everything out. Now, you take that product right there, not can, and that product right there, and put it in this machine right here, and make pre-rolls all day. So this is those hemp ready rolls. Yeah, you gonna smoke one? Ah. These are all legal limit smokes. So we're able to make those up to 1,000 an hour. And then where's my, well, cigarettes, filter tip cigarettes. What?
Filter tip cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Filter tip cigarettes, that's right. And that product right there, and put it in this machine right here, and make pre-rolls all day. So this is hemp ready rolls. You gonna smoke one? Ah. These are all legal limit smokes. So we're able to make those up to 1,000 an hour, and then where's my, well, cigarettes, filter tip cigarettes.
What?
Filter tip cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Filter tip cigarettes, that's right. Under the teeth, all of the so-called waste products. So for people who do edibles, CBD edibles, they can buy this for $50 a pound. The keef, the powder that's inside these here, that you taste in that pure CBD powder, that sells $400-500 a pound. Keef powder. Same way you do it. Everything in marijuana industrially is transmutable to hemp. Except hemp has more physical industrial uses. You would never make a floor out of THC. For instance, out of a cannabis plant that was designed to smoke, you wouldn't make a floor out of that.
Right.
But you can grow a hemp plant specifically for that purpose, or to make the clothes you wear, to build the car you drive.
Yeah, that's what Don was
Yeah.
saying. He said hemp is made. He was putting me on to it.
And Ford built a car and powered that car with hemp.
Wow.
He had a car built out of hemp that was powered out of hemp in his day. So just look at how long you're talking about the truth setting you free.
Yeah,
Over that.
Yeah.
yeah. That's the truth that people don't know. Exactly.
Wow.
Wow.
The point that I was making and the reason why I wanted you to see this first
Mm-hmm.
is so you
A
can,
real operation.
so I can tell you this who have been here. Yeah, just I got the gap in this. Hold on. Just pop it right on the table right there. I'll clean it up.
You said you had several people.
So several people have been here, seen this model, enjoyed it, and liked it. But what they did was, and something I would encourage you not to do, is what they didn't do is they didn't act on it themselves. What they did was they were so busy trying to bring everybody else into it that they're not spending times with groups of 10 people all trying to put money in and figure this out. If you got enough money to invest in this on your own, my suggestion would be that you do that, and everything else you present to people, you present from the inside.
Right.
As a person, like, I'm already here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No question.
That's the way that you present that, and that's a position that anybody you talk to is going to appreciate that a lot more, Doc Anderson included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So, because that's the unique position is to be connected to the source. So this is Health and Wellness 2.0 America. You know, Ron, you know that I started watching the food version of the History Channel piece. The food. Have you watched the food version yet? Bro, that should have had you so excited. When it's talking about the building of the food titans, the companies in America that Heinz and Coca-Cola and Hershey's chocolate and the Kellogg's and Post, man, this shit, the stories behind this shit are amazing. But the common thread is this, is that in the time that Henry Heinz made ketchup, everybody was in the sauce business. At the time when Coca-Cola, Asa Candler brought Coca-Cola to the market, beverages, it was a big deal. Everybody had elixirs and tonics. They made all kind of claims about the shit this stuff could do. And then eventually that tree got shook. And what you got left with are now iconic brands. So you're not gonna sit in church every Sunday and tell me this shit possible and then come see this and then deny me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do that. I'm not accepting that from nobody.
Yeah.
So the idea is that we act on it and then we share it with other people that this is what I'm on.
Yeah.
And for us, it's really, honestly, it's either you in or in the way. I don't mind, we answer questions and all that, and we want to make sure that everybody's comfortable with what they're doing. But we're too well schooled on what people are doing in other sectors and how they respond to these opportunities when they're being presented by people that look different. You know. So yeah, but I will tell you this. In order for all of this to work, the engine that drives it, of course, is money. And this farming and agriculture is a business you have to be ahead of. So for us to make good on the revenue projections and everything that we laid out and Ron put together for us, we have to have the runway and the lead time to drive that forward so we can have plants in the ground in April, plants in the grow houses on the indoor side, mid to late February, germinated and growing now. That becomes a 24-hour operation. Between us and how we move, you and the people that you know, Ron and who he knows, our other investors and who they know, If everybody puts a little bit in the pot from their own element, it's like us all. We all take a risk, right? We all roll the dice, but it's different when you can control where they fall,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? It's different when you can roll them and call the number before they hit. You know, that's a valuable thing to be able to do, but that's what it is because we got people with us, and all of us as individuals work to drive validation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Everything else can happen.
No question.
It's-
Like,
it's
yo, where my
easy.
T-shirt at? Listen, that's what I. You kidding me?
Right.
Yeah. So you can you know, whatever considerations you might have in that, you can we take cash, we take check, we take wire transfers. We have all of the requisite paperwork and presentatory material together. Again, Ron has access to all of that as well. The numbers, the revenues, and everything, and projections, everything that will show you what we have in mind for this. Because the reality of it is that we're not approaching this as, oh, we're just gonna have a little website, make a little money, and grow some plants. We're looking to grow the industry because that's where the real money is. It's not just being a player in the industry, it's being the player that grows the industry.
Right.
Right? That's the lesson you learn when you watch that when you're talking that documentary, that these were the players that built the industry. Now, tell you another common thread. It's amazing. Watching the show about them building the Heinz Ketchup Company and all this other shit, the common thread is this. All of them were dealing with lawmakers who did not understand the industries that they were building. How did the laws get set in their favor? Because they were the ones who had to educate the fucking lawmakers. It's fucking easy. It wasn't that they said, hey, we're white men, let's keep black people out. No, it was the defaulted fact that you got an industry that serves the country, you building jobs, you got all this shit for people. We got to make laws to govern it. But in order for us to learn the business, who the fuck else can we talk to but you?
There you go.
The laws for the internet were built by the people that built the internet.
Yeah.
And that's the situation we find ourselves in again. People have to be able to draw that parallel.
Right.
You right back right there again. You in an industry that nobody fucking understand. You're gonna see black lawmakers in Georgia you're gonna see some of them get up there and make these taboo speeches, act like da da da, but your ass finna get in your car and bump a trap song like everybody else in this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch. The hypocrisy is gonna shock you. To watch people who talk against it that's now all over the business, then people who you think should be cool with it talking shit like they don't want the business. Like we don't want this in our community shit. You see it all, watch. But here's the point is while they run through that, we're already in position to benefit from all of that.
Right.
So put your stake in the ground right now.
And that's as I was telling Ron, I think, I've already had this conversation. Really, I mean, I don't want to waste a lot of time, but just to put my, I believe in putting your money where your mouth is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we, like he was telling me, 40%, 40,000 gets you 1%, but I told him, well, I knew what I could do, and that was before I called him, or, I had this conversation. And I'm like, well, I got 20,000 cash, and I'm ready to drop it now. So, but one thing I want to find out is, okay, because I take it a little bit more serious, especially now, I said, well, let me, don't jump the gun. I'm telling you, I was ready then when he said it. But I said, let me calm down, because I know me. When I hear something good, that's why I didn't bring it, because I got it, so I'm like, let me go see, let me invest, let me see, it's real. And now that I'm seeing it, okay, it's like, I ain't stupid, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the smart ones out the bunch. So, it's like, seeing this, it won't be long to where I'm talking about like next week, let me show you how serious I am. But I want to take that 0.5 to being one, a graduate. Cause this is, so when I need a t-shirt, I need a hat, yeah, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So people need to understand, so for me, it's not something to talk about. I just believe that, God put me, it's no way, nobody just walking, how many people walk into this every day? It's not. So like if it happened for me, my thing is, I believe God done set me up, and so I ain't the stupid person, and if I got the cash, I got the cash, I've been asking, what I'm gonna do? I can't just stick it in the bank, I took it out the bank. Like I don't want to just sit there, but if I can put it somewhere and it can make me a profit, I know you was telling me what it can do, and that's why I say how often it's a return, and you mentioned this, that, and the other. But like I say, just to be a part of something, and like I said, I got word, and that's why, matter of fact, once I'm in the business, it would behoove me. Hey Doc, I need you to promote my business. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
here's what happened. One of the things that we got a lot of energy from was Dr. Boyce shared a story that Sheen Magazine ran on us as the first black farmers to get the license in the state of Georgia, which is accurate. So people just flooding and calling, right? So that type of thing, it's awesome. It runs the circle, runs the gamut. So now to advance that, so yeah, the 20,000 would buy half a point. The half a point is compensated through revenue share, meaning that on a basis where we harvest, sell, and profit, the investors sharing that profitability according to the equity that they have. Now, in reality, that sale is discounted from an updated valuation that Ron did on the company. So that 40,000 a point is a $4 million valuation. Ron revalued the company late last year at 7.4. We decided that we would continue to offer equity until we decide to close that door at the 40,000 point is a kind of a benchmark we're looking to hit before we close that door and raise the price, basically. So that's kind of where we sit with that. So your timing on that part of it is perfect.
That's
once you close the buy, your buy has gained equity at the point of sale, essentially.
Yeah.
Now, take what you got, drop it off at his office, put it back into whatever, however you want to do that. But then if you decide you want to add to that, you'll be able to add to it under what you currently have.
Absolutely.
For a reasonably limited amount of time. That's not
Right.
an ever open door, but
Right.
for a modest amount of time. So for instance, if you say, here's 20, but I really want to do 40, it's going to take me about 30 to 60 to get to 40, then he can write you in a contingency type of manner.
That's
to
what I
keep
was
it as a
thinking.
number.
That's what I was, yeah.
So that way you can, because I know your mind is now extended beyond where you started.
Yeah.
I don't want to punish you for that, but I don't want to be punished by it either.
Yeah, I think
Because I'm telling you, it's the exact thing. That's what happens. So what happens is that's what slows people down. Because it's by the time you get to the way you standing at right now, it's bigger in their heads than when they started.
Yeah.
So they start slowing down by trying to size up. And I'm saying, no, let's just start where we standing at. And then you can come in, now you in, come down here every day, I live here. Come down here and spend time learning it and seeing what you need to see to empower you externally. Now you can send me the 5-10 independent sales reps that's gonna go hit the stores in Atlanta with that product. This product.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, yeah, I got,
But yeah, these are all what you got. Golden Kush there, you got Llama Kush, Abacus, High Cotton Haze, Lime OG, different strains and types. That now what happens is from the store that gets it, in the gas station that sell it, a lot of the product they sell is not quite fresh. So our idea is to be farm fresh direct provider of these products.
With the date on the
What you buy in the store, farm fresh direct. And how do you know that? When you tell them that, because I own a piece of it.
yeah.
I am the connect now. I am the connect. That valuable mythical figure from our childhood is now you, the connect.
So,
I got it. I can go down to the barn, grab 10 of them, and bring them right back.
Right. Yeah.
that's funny.
That's a powerful position in our community.
What I'm gonna do is, because I'm gonna have to have a
Click at the store.
Beginning part of business, man. I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm doing this for my kids on everything.